Alrighty guys, how's it going? Daybreaker Rein here, coming to you through your video scope with a game that I've actually just thought about that I could actually play through. Since I actually haven't ever done a Mega Man game on any of my streams, I figured why not start out with probably one of my all-time favorite. I always say that though, all these games are my favorites, but this is definitely one of my favorite PS1 games, would be Mega Man 8. So we'll go ahead and get this started and see how far we can get. And we will watch all the lovely anime cutscenes if you guys are so inclined to watch them. I always thought that this was kind of cool. Like, I know a lot of people kind of like crap talk like the voice acting in this one and the voice acting in Mega Man X4. But I always thought it was like a really cool idea because like at the time I was getting into Japanese anime. So I was like I thought this was so cool to like see anime style cutscenes before getting into the actual game. I thought that was like a really cool like add-on feature that they did in both this and Mega Man X4. It's a shame that they never revisited it in like X5 or X6. It was just the still frame cutscenes with just the text. And I might actually get into the X game sometime eventually. I've actually been playing back through X4 again. Still holds up. It's still an awesome game. I actually have the Mega Man X collection for PS2. The unfortunate thing is I like to run my PS2 with component cables, so I've never actually gotten for some weird reason, the Mega Man X collection on PS2 and on GameCube, I've confirmed this on the GameCube version as well, they don't support component output for whatever reason. One of the very few games, it's so odd too, considering that the game was so late in the PS2 GameCube like lifespan, that collection specifically, that it doesn't support component. Because there are games that are older than that on PS2 that support the component just fine.
We are not enemies. Shut up.
Oh man, this is bringing back some memories because I used to see those scenes like used in YouTube poop so often.
Run away, coward. You'll pay for this insult. I'll be back.
I always thought Bass was a really awesome character.
What is the problem?
A strange meteor has fallen to Earth just a while ago. Meteor a powerful energy signature. Something this powerful must not fall into the hands of evil.
I understand, Dr. Light. I'm on it.
Thank you, Mega Man. If you can, please bring the meteor back.
Okay.
Dr. Wiwi. I don't know if any other of the voice acting per se gets kind of harped on, or if it's just Dr. Light's. I know, like with Mega Man X4, it's pretty much the entirety of the voice acting. So I was actually just playing this the other night. I actually have it on my Vita. I was like, man, you know, I have not played any Mega Man games, surprisingly, for like anything. For like a stream or just a gameplay recording. Nah, I haven't, so I figured why not? Why not? Let's because I was so early on my data in the Mega Man 8 on the Vita. On my Vita's memory at least, that I was like, why not just do a playthrough? I've searched the island but can't find it on any map. It's a creepy island. Be careful, Mega Man. Your new weapon is ready. Take it with you. It's called the Mega Ball. You can kick it to attack the enemies. It's a powerful weapon. Thank you, Dr. Light. Still not as powerful as Astro Crush. Oh, that was lovely. I apologize about that. My Mega Man X disc has actually seen better days. It wouldn't surprise me if that's... Yeah, it could also probably be the emulator. but my disc definitely has seen better days. I'm not in the... Most of the time when I buy retro games, I'm not really too picky about the condition. Sometimes I am. It really depends. Like, I'm not one of those ones... I'm not exactly, like, collector status, because I intend to do... the games that I buy, I intend to play. So, I'm not in the vein of, like, oh, it has to be in the most mint of mint conditions. Most of the time, if the game is in the mint of mint conditions, it's expensive. You know, and, I'm not about that at all. Like, I don't like paying ridiculous amounts of money for 1 or 2 games. Like, if I could get a deal on it, that's one thing. Like, and some people might call me cheap, but again, I expect to be able to play these games. Like, I'm not going in with the mindset that I'm looking to buy it cheap and resell it at a higher price. Some people are like that. You know, there are people that they will buy retro games and, you know, they'll buy them up cheap and then they'll turn around and resell them. I might have to do some editing on the video. Well, if I do that, it'll mess up the audio recording. Ah! Looks like that's gonna have to stay. I apologize about that. This is the first time I'm actually trying to record. Oh, I hit him as he was... First time I'm trying to record a PlayStation 1 title outside of doing some of the streams that I've done with it. And again, it might very well be my disc. Dr. Wily, why are you here? Megaman, so you've come. How did you find my secret base? I'm impressed. But you're too late. I've just found something that's more powerful than this base. Ha ha ha. This is mine. Wait, Wily. Got to go after him. Is this a robot? Still alive. I must help it. Man, Mega Man, can you hear me? Is anything going on? Yes, Doctor, I found a robot. What? Okay, I understand. I'll go there and pick it up. You go after Wily.
I got it, Doctor.
Yeah, I could definitely hear it. I think it has a lot to do with my disc, because there are some games I've been able to play that don't have nearly the problem. If anything, I am very much about the authenticness of, like, some of these playthroughs, for the most part. Okay, so we're about 8 minutes in, so I'm gonna try to beat Clown Man.
I'm Clown Man.
Try to, in this playthrough. And then every subsequent playthrough will eventually be, like, maybe 1 or 2 Robot Masters, depending on, how all the recordings go and how well I do. Okay, I can't remember if I can... I don't... Yeah. See, I read a like a walkthrough at one point that said you could only do that after you beat Clown Man. Which is weird, because you could do it without having beaten Clown Man. It's probably just more beneficial to do it, I guess. After you beat Clown Man, because you could just exit, but you have to buy the tool to even do that, so... There will be probably an episode dedicated to me going back and getting screws. I'm pretty sure. Because a lot of them, at the beginning, you can't get until you have specific rush abilities. Oh. What luck. The more extra lives, the better, just in case I start epically failing somewhere down the line. I always thought with Mega Man 8, the level design and just like the overall like of the game was really unique. I mean, we had it really... I mean, Mega Man 7 was pretty awesome, but not nearly as cool as what Mega Man 8 accomplished, I think. Gotta love that skip. It's like a remix. I can't remember if it's more beneficial to use the power shot or the Mega Ball in this fight. I think he dies pretty quick if you use Mega Ball. There we go. Slowly but surely remembering. And that rush power-up is freaking worthless. I think that's the randomized one where he can do whatever. Oh, that freaking power-up's worthless. The only power-ups that are worth a damn are the bike ability and the healing ability. Especially if you get the, there's an attachment, there's a part you can buy with your screws that allows for higher recovery ratings on your healing items. So that ability that Rush can do, like he flies in and he gives you a bunch of health items, that actually becomes even more beneficial when you get that ability, because you can pretty much full heal with the amount of stuff that he drops, regardless if it's the small ones or not. Yeah, I can't do anything in here. Like I said, I'll probably dedicate an episode to coming back to some of these levels to get screws, because the 2 screws are there, but you need not only Clown Man's ability, but you also need Fireman's ability. Or, Fireman, not... Fireman's in Mega Man 1. Swordman. He's the fire elemental character in this game. Swordman's probably like one of my favorite Robot Masters, though, next to Fireman. I really dug Fireman. I also liked, I played through Mega Man Powered Up, and I also loved, Swordman, God, I keep getting the names mixed up. Fireman was really fun to play in, Mega Man Powered Up. I love how, like, they made him, like a hick, almost. Like, it's kind of funny, like, and then he's got, like, this, like, innate sense where he's just, like, all about, like, the burning fires of justice or whatever. It's really funny. There is a secret area here that you can go to through like these warp blocks, if you will. But again, it's one of those ones where I think you need Tengu Man's ability to even be able to go to it and get the screw. Okay, let's see if I can still beat Clownman as well as I used to be able to. He's pretty easy, like a lot, like, and then the Robot Masters become stupid easy if you do the like the rock paper scissors thing. Like, I used to think Clownman was like really hard, but I didn't know that you could jump through his arms like the very first time I ever played this. So I was like, how the hell do you end up dodging like all of his, like, how do you dodge that? Like, he just swings randomly and you can't do anything about it, but that you can't do anything about. Now, I don't know how it is on the Anniversary Collection on the PS2 version, because I only have the the regular Mega Man Anniversary Collection on GameCube, and I hear that one was really butchered. I do remember there being weird distortions to the sound in Mega Man 8 specifically on that collection. I don't know if it's still present in the PS2 version, because the one thing that I do remember in the GameCube version is that Aquaman, his voice was all out of whack for some reason on the GameCube version. Alrighty, so it's about that time, guys. We'll go ahead and wrap up this portion of the playthrough. As always, thank you very much for giving it a peep out, watching it. I will be doing a complete playthrough. Hopefully, within the time frame of the next part, I could take out Grenade Man, and then I could take out Frost Man. So we'll have to wait and see. I might actually dedicate, depending on how long I do each episode, like depending on how well I do, I might have to dedicate an episode individually to each Robot Master. Hopefully that's not the case, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, this has been Daybreaker Rein, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.